Hi everybody, this is Andy with Intelligent Video Solutions, and in this short video we're going to be going over the rights that you can give a user group as it relates to using pan-tilt zoom cameras. To start, we'll go on over to the settings, users and groups, and then select the group we want to give the rights to. And then we'll scroll down to the bottom of the screen until we find rights. This is going to be found within the Observe tab, and it's all the way down to the bottom, PTZ. There's three different things that you might want to take a look at when it relates to giving a user access to PTZ cameras. Do you want them to use this just for their own authored recordings or for others as well? So if somebody else is recording in a room, can I go into that recording and move around the camera? If not, you'll want to uncheck this box. Next is control. Do you want them to be able to actually select where the camera is moving? Left, right, up, down, and zoom in or out. If you don't want them to control precisely where the camera goes, you'll want to uncheck that box as well. Lastly is presets. So presets actually opens up one level further. Presets are ways for you to move your camera around, up, down, left, right, or zoom in ahead of time and dictate what that's called within a drop-down. So for instance, if there's a chair you want to program the camera to. So then from the drop-down you select chair and the camera knows exactly where to focus in on. Or the patient, or whatever it might be, something in the room that's set, that's standard, that's always there. If you want someone to just be able to use the presets, you give them access to this. If you want them to be able to create and delete their own presets, you give them this right here. So just a couple of scenarios. If you gave a user only presets, no add or delete, they'd be able to use the drop down to control where the camera goes, but only for where you decided they can look. And they can't add or delete those presets. This would allow them to use the presets as well as control the camera up, down, left, right, and zoom in or out. And this would allow them to do those things, but for other people's recordings as well. So let's take a look at this from an end user perspective. I'm going to go into Observe, and I'm going to click into one of our rooms that I know has a PTZ camera. Right here you'll see that I have two things, one in the upper right and one in the lower left. Versus presets. So this is the drop down where we can move around and take a look at different things that I already have in my room that we've already programmed. Now the user I'm using right now actually can save presets as well. You may have noticed that we have save current. So next, if I were to use kind of this joystick here and move the camera around, click on different areas or zoom in on different areas, I could say, okay, this is actually a preset too. Save this one and give it a name. So again, my user group that I'm in right now has access to using presets, saving and deleting them, control, and actually all authors as well. So if somebody else was doing a recording in another room, I'd be able to click into that room and use my PTZ functionality for their recording as well. So again, those are the three different things that you might be able to do with a PTZ camera. Use presets, control the camera, and potentially do that for other authors.